next part, like AMP, like what was the process transition and stuff like that? Any like,
so Phantom had told me he was talking about y'all. So I heard about it. Actually, before Phantom even mentioned you guys, the first person I knew about was you and Davis. Okay. Yeah, that's when I used to like play video games heavy. Like I watched 2K. I watched 2K for you and Davis when he do like little dribble moves and best stuff like that for my plays and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and I always would switch it up. And I knew y'all heavily about that. So then Phantom came to me and was like, "Yo, I'm in a group called AMP, and I want you to like I'm trying to tell them about you, and I was wondering if you like just watch what we got on the channel and see if like you interested." And then like long story short, I was watching, and then he said, "Yo, you gonna fly out with me like next month or whatever," which I did. Remember when I first came? Yeah. And then after when I did come, it was like when I did come, I'm like, oh, this is when I really like realized like, okay, this YouTube shit is for real. Like when I seen y'all working together, I'm like, oh snap, this YouTube thing was for real. So when I came at first, I'm not gonna lie to you, when I first came, like I felt like I didn't fit in. Like I think like everybody like almost feels like that when they first come. Only because y'all chemistry was just so like intense. That's why I was like editing or like by myself and stuff like that. But then after y'all finished filming and I came into the living room and we all had like the night talks and stuff like that, it was more comfortable and stuff like that. So like the transition from before joining AMP to joining AMP was crazy in terms of like fan base and stuff like that. Like a lot of I never used Twitter. And when Phantom told me to make one, I was like kind of confused. So when I made one, I tried, but I thought I wasn't really heavy on it. But I was like, all right, let me do it. And I seen y'all started tweeting and stuff like that. This is after I joined. At first, I had the viewers got to get used to me, so it was like I wasn't getting like, they were kind of like, who is this? Like, feel me? Some people, some viewers knew who I was, some people didn't, but they was like, who is this? Like, what the heck? Who's this? And then like I like slowly started getting there, like, you feel me? Like now it's like the support is crazy. Like,
yeah, I remember in that first video we were doing, it was a fashion video. Actually, even in the basketball video when you was just getting gassed on the sideline and you weren't even in there.
Cause Phantom told me like I was quiet at first, and he was like, "Yo, bro, just be yourself." And like I was just trying to act calm, and then he was like, "Yo, just be yourself, bro." I'm like, "I bet I'm gonna just be myself." And that's when like I really got comfortable.
Do you remember in the fashion video when we was in Cumberland, and I know me and Phantom were approaching people. Duke Davis. And it was one other person there. We're just not approaching anybody. And we're supposed to get reactions. So they weren't approaching anybody. Me and Phantom were like selectively approaching. Like, is this gonna get a good reaction? I don't know. So, but then Kai would just, it's like his brain just turned off and he just went. There was times where he was dead, literally running down. He was chasing people to get reactions. Let me tell you
where I got that from. Because again with the skit thing, like one of my most like, my skits that hit off was me dancing in Times Square with like my boxers on, and I wasn't scared, bro. I really wasn't scared. Or like I would like do skits on the train of me saying, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen," I have that public. You feel me? So like now it's like so easy. I could literally just run down and say anything. That's why I like
that was incredible.
That's
I'm not gonna lie.
With like Impractical Jokers, when we do that, I won't be scared to say anything. Like,
literally. And you know what's crazy? When everyone saw you do that,
they know like, oh yeah, he's
that too. But it also made it way easier for them to do that.
Yeah.
So me and Phantom kind of went up a level. We was just approaching whoever now.
With the jumping in the water thing. Yeah. Y'all got comfortable with stuff like that.
Yeah. So when that happened, I was like, all right, Kai's gonna be great.
Well, yeah.
I'm sure of that. And then we had you in plenty of different videos now. And yeah, the energy is incredible. I think.
And it's not like I'm like even like putting on like a energy act. It's like it's literally me.
You're always like that.
And it's like fun. Like to me,
it's so positive.
Really
literally,
fun.
like he was just saying. He was talking about some negative stuff about Instagram, and then your first thought was like, no, Instagram had more positive things. Yeah. I thought about it when you said that. I was like, oh, wow, he's so positive.
Yeah, everybody, all my friends say they never see me like argue or like be mad or like.
Nah, that's dope though. That positive energy is real dope. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of people aren't like that. They always focus on the negative because it's so easy to do that.
I feel like my main goal, like all the time, is when I meet new people, is to bring some type of energy to, like, because I feel like if I bring a positive energy, it's eventually like gonna rub off.
Yeah, no, it 100% does. Like, and even in the speed dating video at the end when we was doing the interviews and the girl was talking shit and she said she dubbed you, you got up there and challenged her, and that started like his own little bit to outro the video. So it's like every time you do something, it's not just that in and of itself that's great content, but it's the fact that that inspires everybody else to be more bold. So people are less like conscious of et cetera, et cetera. Same thing happened in the, were you there for the original Impractical Jokers? You weren't, right?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, in that video, Davis went first, and then you could tell he was a little, like, more timid. I forgot who went second. It was Phantom, I think.
Yeah,
and Phantom just didn't care. And
he's another one that don't care.
Davis literally said, "Oh, I want to go again." Because after seeing Phantom not give a fuck, he was like, "I give less of a fuck now too." So, and we need that type of energy for videos.
And it, like, that type of energy for videos in general brings the greatest content literally ever, bro. Like,
because I mean, at the end of the day, it's like nobody wants to look like a fool, and you always take that risk when you're kind of talking to random strangers. You don't know what the result is going to be.
Like our chemistry during the school vid, how we were just bouncing off jokes. Like, it was crazy. Like, everybody's energy was just like up to par.
Yeah, and I feel like the best part is you don't really replicate anything that any of the other guys do. Yeah, you kind of like fill in your own.
Yeah, and it's like, and we're all like that. Though. Yeah, like, we all have different.
Exactly. But it fits perfectly, though.
Yeah, it really does.
I didn't think people saw that at first.
The energetic one, the young one, highly energetic.
Remember when you first came in? There was, I mean, most people was mad supportive, but there were also people I seen that were like, "Bro, why did you add him? Why didn't you add Lo? Why didn't you add this other person?" And I was like, first of all, Lo's not AMP. He's AMP affiliate. Right? You know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, I know once they see Kai more videos, they can be like, yo, he's fucking brilliant. And so I saw a comment, not on this video, but the one before. I think it was the Among Us in Real Life. And then it was one of the top comments was a guy who was like, that's why they added Kai to AMP. Because it hit them. It's like,
I seen like comments, comments like, oh, I'm glad Kai joined AMP type thing like that.
Yeah, because it's like, man.
Or like, he brings a lot of energy. I'll watch like people reacting to our vids. And they'll be like, oh yeah, he got a lot of energy. Like, you feel me? So like,
it's cool. It balances it out.
The way, like, it's crazy how it balances out.
Yeah. So,
crazy, bro.
Nah, it's been dope having you, man. Yeah. It's been, I don't know how many you've been.
It's been fun.
Without a doubt.
It's been really fun.
It's been tough too. We working through a lot of that shit. Because you quickly realize the AMP videos is not as simple.
Not as easy as you think.
Nah, people would just think like, wait, you guys could record it in 30 minutes and then you could post it right after that, right?
Yeah.
It's like, and Chris has to edit it for her.
We literally all just learn and build off of each other. Like, like, generally after the shoot, like after we're done all that and I'm heading back to all my flight and stuff like that, it's like, damn, like, we just literally did all that and it felt good getting everything completed.
And then when you see the final product, and then when the video does well.
Shout out to Chris. Because Chris, oh my gosh, he's a
magician.
He's a goat. Yeah, he's literally a magician. Literally.
He's a wizard behind the mouse and keyboard.